Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for another Star Wars Resistance review. This time is for Season 1, Episode 10, titled Station Theta Black. In this episode, we have Poe Dameron and Kazuda back on another mission. This time it's given to them by General Leia herself in person. They are to investigate this First Order station that is supposedly abandoned until they get there and find out that they trigger an alarm. And let's see, Captain Phasma herself shows up along with Major Von Reg and a bunch of other First Order stormtroopers. So it is up to them to get the evidence of why there's activity in this area and to figure out exactly why they're detonating this platform. What's the significance of that? So we do have our heroes, of course, getting away safely, but it is not without trials and tribulation. So first off, things I want to talk about that I liked were the fact that, first off, General Leia actually has a speaking part. We actually see her on this blockade runner, so it's kind of cool. It's, call back to A New Hope and everything. And I think the voice actress does a great job of capturing an older Carrie Fisher for sure. I also did enjoy Oscar Isaac in this episode. I think he did a great job. I think it's maybe his best performance yet. He really does seem like he's liking Kaz more. He's not as angry, I guess, and as snippy as he was in the first couple appearances in this show. They seem to work pretty well together. I also liked how, from a lore perspective, we get to understand what it's like being in a New Republic army, because apparently Kaz, as part of the Navy, never really learned how to even pick up a real blaster, because we know that they demilitarized the entire army of the Republic. So I guess that means they even took their arms away. Even though they have spaceships, they still don't have these cadets or these new recruits trying to learn how to fire guns. So it was really his first time trying to, actually fire a blaster. I want to know more about what the significance of, Station Theta Black is, because it was supposedly a place they were mining for resources to build guns. I have a feeling that has something to do with Starkiller Base, but they didn't really discover that. Otherwise, well, yeah, then there wouldn't be the Force Awakens event. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting if there's an ulterior motive why they were destroying that. I thought it was cool about how the structure of the station itself looked a lot like Starkiller Base, because in the background you could see like parts of the asteroid like as part of the hallway and different things like that. So maybe this was like the First Order's first actual crack at building a base into an asteroid, maybe, and then they were like, oh, we can do that, so let's try to take it to the next level and build an entire planet, something like that. Things that I had problems with in this episode were making Captain Phasma, first off, look incompetent, not really being able to deal with two Resistance pilots, being like, 5 feet away from Poe Dameron and not even being able to hit him. It totally doesn't feel like in her character. I mean, you look at the comic books and you look at the actual novel by Delilah S. Dawson, and yeah, well, she's a killer, and that shouldn't have happened if her continuity in her character was better. I understand she can't really kill Poe Dameron, otherwise what would he do in Force Awakens, but at least maybe wound Kaz or something or another, or bring another person along so she could just take him out. Again, it's a kid's show. They can't really get along with that. Although I was very happy to see Poe Dameron actually take down a stormtrooper. He actually looked like he killed one. So yeah, that's something right there. It kind of opens up the door. Like, okay, he killed one stormtrooper. Let's see some more action in there in that respect. So I did enjoy that Poe Dameron actually looked like a badass in this episode. Something else that was a little bit odd for me to understand is why the heck Poe Dameron is still flying his X-Wing without BB-8. Even though BB-8 is there in his presence, he still uses the CB-83 or whatever that other droid is. So you would think they would swap droids at that point. But I really don't understand that at all. But otherwise, I think this is a pretty decent episode, other than those little, continuity type of errors I think that they could be. I think it was an enjoyable episode. I do enjoy these episodes when they get off of the classes, kind of like they did in Star Wars Rebels. A couple episodes here and there are out in the galaxy. I think it was cool how they're actually in the unknown regions, and about how Leia explicitly says that, oh, they found the route, because we know in Thrawn Alliances that it is a little bit difficult to get into the unknown regions, although that was like 30 years ago. So since then, they've probably made technological leaps in being able to better calculate routes through that part of the galaxy. But yeah, it was a good adventure, and I think it really is going to set us up for what's to come in the future. We have Kaz feeling a lot more competent as a spy, and about as somebody who's able to be a part of the Resistance, and about, actually making a lasting effect on kind of like the future of the galaxy, really. I believe this is the mid-season finale. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty, sure we're gonna have to wait probably a couple weeks until the next episode comes out. But other than that, I'm pretty excited about the future of the series, especially seeing Captain Phasma and Poe Dameron come into contact with another, probably for the first time, I think, right? So that itself was really cool. But I want to hear what you guys thought about this episode, so let's talk about it in that comment section below. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I have plenty of other Star Wars content that I put out on a weekly basis. We have Star Wars Weekly, where I talk about the comics and novels and all that good stuff, so make sure you check out those videos and do subscribe so you never miss another video. My name is Starrapter. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.